Are the Colts actually Super Bowl contenders?
Yes, the Colts are 100% Super Bowl contenders, and here's why. They're 6-1 right now. They have the best record in football. They have one of the best young coaches in Shane Steichen as their head coach, and they're executing at a high level on both offense and defense right now. Now, I know before we get into this, your argument's going to be, well, they haven't played anybody yet. Their strength of schedule hasn't been the toughest.
Yeah.
They have a good win against Denver in week 2. They also have a really good win against the Chargers a couple weeks ago on the road, which is important. Those wins matter, but their other 4 wins are against the Dolphins, the Titans, the Raiders, and the Cardinals. I understand those are bad teams, but you don't control who you play, you control how you play. And good teams find a way to dominate the games that they're supposed to win, and that's exactly what they're doing. And I'll give you the Cardinals, that game was close. They didn't dominate in that game, but over that 4-game stretch, they're outscoring their opponents 145-75. That is a plus 70 point difference. They are dominating these games as good teams do. And before you use the Cardinals argument, the Cardinals have been playing everybody good. We all said that the 49ers are contenders in the NFC, correct? Yeah. Well, they barely beat the Cardinals by 1 with the last-second field goal. We talked about Seattle being a contender. They only beat them by 3. And then last week, the Green Bay Packers struggled against the Cardinals and had to win it at the end there by scoring a touchdown and getting a stop on defense, and they only win by 4. So you can't use that Cardinals argument against them as not a quality win. Now, with that being said, this is the best offense in football right now, Skip. They're averaging 33 points per game. They have plenty of playmakers on the outside. Daniel Jones is playing at an MVP level. Jonathan Taylor's the best running back in football. This is one of the best offensive lines in football. And Shane Steichen is in his bag right now as a play caller. He is dialing it up every single game. On the other side of the ball, they spent time this offseason improving that defense, and that's exactly what they did. They went from 24th in scoring defense. Now they're all the way up to 8th in scoring defense. They're doing a great job of getting after the quarterback. They're 5th in sacks. They're 3rd in takeaways. They've got some key pieces on that side. DeForest Buckner is a problem right now. He is a game wrecker. And they got to get healthy. They got to get some of their guys back, but they're playing really solid defense. So I fully believe in them. But one more person I got to give credit to, because they deserve credit, is owner and CEO Carly Gordon. A lot of people gave her a hard time this season for putting the headset on, for being on the sideline, for being involved at practice, for doing all these things, having the notes. They said that she was micromanaging. Bullshit. To me, that's someone that cares. That's an owner that's invested and that wants to do her father proud, the late, great Jim Irsay. She wants to leave a legacy and give the fans in the city a team to be proud of, and it's paying off right now. So I got to make sure she gets her credit for all the criticism that she's got. I'm a full believer right now in the Colts. The second half of their season is going to be a lot tougher in the first half, so they got to keep this up. But from what I've seen right now, they are legit Super Bowl contenders in the AFC.
Did you play for the Colts? It sounds like you
I did not, but I'm riding with my guy Danny Jones.
Whoa.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. I'm riding with the Colts too, man. They're playing well. Daniel Jones is leading the top scoring offense in the NFL. Jonathan Taylor is.
You just roll your eyes over here.
No, I didn't do anything.
I'm
just trying to get over the lady on the headset. I can't get over that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Just
You don't like it?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
back to my point. Jonathan Taylor, obviously, I made the case the other day that he's the best running back in football. They got him going. He's got a great offensive line in front of him. Shane Steichen is absolutely cooking with Jones, right? He's got Jones in the MVP conversation, right? They're the top scoring offense, so your leader has to be in the conversation. I'm going to use strength of schedule as an advantage for them. I'm going to say they have a weak strength of schedule, and that gives them a path to the number one seed in the AFC.
Yeah.
They have some tough games coming up, but still their schedule's ranked 28th overall. Mm-hmm. So not only do I see them going to the playoffs, I see them competing for that number one seed and making a deep postseason run.
Mm. I want to hear the naysayer.
Yeah, let's go.
No, I'm not a naysayer. I just think it's really amazing what Shane's done with Daniel Jones. It's great to see. You know, you see Baker Mayfield make a comeback. You see Sam Darnold make a comeback. Guys just getting another opportunity and just taking it and run with it. Now, it's early in the season. They haven't beat anybody, so to speak. But, you know, it's awesome to see. I'm happy for Daniel. But I do not like the fact that the lady's on the headset. Sorry. There have been other teams in the past that have started out hot. House of fire, and it fizzled out. Based on what I've seen of Daniel Jones in the last 5 or 6 years, I just don't know if he can keep this pace up. The only way he can is by giving it to who? Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Right? This guy's a hell of a back. I hope he doesn't wear down. I love the fact that Tyler Warren's on that team. He's a huge addition for them. Pierce and Pittman are good outlets for him, and Shane's got it dialed up now. He's doing a great job. A quick game, naked bootlegs, different formations, pounding it between the tackles. Behind Quentin Nelson. Defense is good. One of my favorite nickels of all time is Kenny Moore II. I love his playmaking. He's been up and down, in and out. I love that guy. They had cool names too. They got guys named Grover, Quiddy, Zaire, DeForest. I mean, you got to love them. I love the way
That
they
gives
play.
them aura.
And I think right now, Coach of the Year is obvious, Shane. And you talked about MVP. I'm not too sure Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor are in that conversation as well.
Agree.
Wow.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
What don't you like about Daniel Jones? What don't you believe about him?
I liked Daniel Jones coming out in the draft. I just didn't like the way he played with the Giants. He just didn't play very good. They didn't have a lot of people around him. He's young. I get it. It was a struggle for him. I thought he was athletic. He just missed a lot of throws and didn't really. When you're the 7th or 9th overall pick and there's got to be things in practice too or something. There's got to be. But it's happened before. Baker, Sam, and other guys. Now he's getting a new lease on life, and he's taking advantage. I'm happy for him. I just got to see it consistently.
Okay, so 2022, Daniel Jones had one really good year for them, and he went as the starter 9-6-1. They went to Minnesota and beat your ex-quarterback Kirk Cousins, and Daniel was really good in that game, throwing it and running. I think he ran 17 for like 90 yards.
Yeah,
He's
he
really
really got
good.
paid after that game too.
Well, he did.
He can
got
run.
paid. He can run.
Yeah.
And what do we say? 6'5", 230, 35?
Yeah, I'll
something
give you
like
that. Yeah, 6'4",
But he is
6'5",
6'5", so he's prototype size.
Yeah.
And I dare I say athletic. I think he's pretty athletic.
Watch out for that turf monster.
AFC, he's going to eventually run into that guy on the wall, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
That guy,
No,
yeah,
no,
that
he
guy
will.
behind you.
And there's,
Yeah.
who?
He's right.
It's all
back.
about Mahomes.
Yeah. Okay. All
He
right.
beat him.
But so far, so great. And I think you have to give in to so far, so great
Hell yeah.
because of Jonathan Taylor, who's always been good, but in the shadows. And now he's starting to come into the limelight a little bit just because he's running away with the rushing title.
And you know what else I think helps Daniel Jones right now? Is you made a good point, Coach. Being that 6th overall pick, having all that pressure in a city that's desperate for a quarterback and replacing Eli Manning, that's a lot for a young kid. Now you go to Indianapolis on a lesser contract.
Minnesota first.
You don't even know if you're going to be the starter. You're just going there to maybe back up Anthony Richardson or compete for a starting job, and now you're playing with house money. You win the job. No pressure. I'm playing free. I'm not in a New York market anymore. I can go out there and play my style of football. Because when you watch him on film, he has the intangibles. He can make, even in New York, he showed you flashes of being able to make all the throw. It's just sometimes one place isn't right for one guy.
Incredible story.
Else.
I mean, they go out and
He succeeds.
bring Daniel Jones in to compete with Anthony Richardson, and Anthony's probably going to start. We don't know who's going to play, and then lo and behold,
Look what
there's an
happened.
injury, and here comes Daniel Jones, and bang,
Okay.
rocket
So
ship.
I campaigned for my Cowboys to take Tyler Warren. They took Tyler Booker, the guard from Alabama. But
Should have
Tyler,
campaigned for him to take a defensive player.
okay,
I mean, what do you?
I understand, but when a Tyler Warren is
Took a
sitting
guard.
there and he's fallen to you, and he continued to fall 2 more spots before he went to Indy, but he just
took a
flat
guard.
out stud, huh?
You took a guard.
Okay, they took a guard. I know. But they needed a guard. But do you draft for need at that point?
You got a guard in the
would.
7th round.
Okay, all right.
Right, Richie? I mean, Richie played guard for
I know. How high were you picked?
3rd round.
3rd round. Okay. Well,
Come on,
that's
Center, help me out.
okay. But Tyler Warren has changed Daniel Jones' life because when in doubt, you can throw it up to him. You want to talk about a stud, a dominator. He's just such an easy target. He leads all tight ends in receiving yards. No shot.
Really good player.
Yeah, he's just a good player, and he makes your life so simple because I can hand it to this guy, or if I'm really in trouble, I can just flip it to that guy, and he'll get 10 more yards because he's going to run over somebody.
Yeah.
And then the left side of their, speaking of offensive line, that Quentin Nelson, every time I watch the left side of their line, they just annihilate people.
He's a great player.
They just blow people away, and Jonathan Taylor's going to be 6-7 yards before he gets touched. And then your ex-defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo, goes, I don't know what the politics were of that, but I couldn't believe that they let him go. And I don't know if it was a money situation or what, but he's really good. I don't know if you ever crossed his path.
Yeah, I don't know him, but
Yeah.
I mean, something could be said about that.
Hey,
Talk about personnel.
Hey.
They had none at Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They fire him, and that's kind of what I feel about the Cowboys right now.
Okay.
But yeah, on defense.
That Eberflus.
Yeah, I think people are on Eberflus a little bit too much. I think
Oh, you think
personnel deficiency matters a little bit when you're
any
calling
background
plays.
with him, Eberflus?
No, just playing against them, coaching against them.
Coaching against him.
I should try to hire him one year, but couldn't get him.
Okay, because everybody who's coached with or against him loves him.
Yeah.
And
I
has
tried to
the
hire him
highest
one year.
regard.
They wouldn't let him out.
Yeah, and yet my defense mutinied against him because until the last game against Washington, they were playing no man. They just played all zone. And then against Washington, they went about 50% man because of Trevon Diggs, who allegedly fell at home and had a concussion. I don't know what happened. But it was the whole game plan was for Trevon Diggs, and then he's out. But again, Eberflus has great reputation, but Anarumo has a really good reputation, and I don't know what did they just scapegoat him or blame him? I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
but all of a sudden, he's here, and I'm looking at their defense, and it's really good. It's eighth in points allowed, which is top 10. So, and
Well, it's amazing.
So when
you
you
know,
have a
last
top
year they were
scoring
24th.
offense
Yeah.
and an 8th defense, it's a good mix.
yeah,
these
so-
coaches get booted out of their city, and they don't have any players to coach, and then they go to another team, and all of a sudden, hey, wow, Lou was a very smart coach, even though he gave up 50 points a game, was the last-ranked defense at Cincinnati's last year. There,
Yeah.
he still knows what he's doing. You just got to have some
Yeah.
horses,
Gotta have some
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, you gotta have the players
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
and they got some in Indy.
So if you look down the schedule, I still think it's pretty easy because now they got Tennessee at home, so they're going to be 7-1, and then I got them losing at Kansas City and at Seattle, but I'm looking at 14-3, and that's going to be the one
number
seed.
one.
I'm
Pretty
pretty
good.
sure.
Yeah.
But then
That's
to
a lot
your
of victories.
okay, well I don't see who else. is
Their
gonna
schedule.
beat
Have you seen their schedule?
them.
Yeah, but
pretty-
Jacksonville, they got to play
easy.
Jacksonville and Houston still, right?
They have to
Yeah,
play at
Houston.
Jacksonville.
Twice. They play Jacksonville
These division
twice
games, you
coming
guys
up.
can't just write down a W. Oh, they're going to beat Jacksonville. I mean, Jacksonville's got
I know,
some
but they're
pride.
6-1. They could take a couple L's. You could take 2 or 3.
Did you watch Houston's offensive line the other night? God,
Let's not
Bad.
talk about
Yeah,
it.
but that Houston
Bad.
defense is legit, though.
Bad.
Yeah.
The defense is
Yeah, the
legit.
defense is
the
good.
offensive
I think
line
they're
is
ranked 3 right now.
not good.
No, they have the number 1 defense.
and the 49ers play at the Colts on Monday night. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be.
You know where I'm going on that,
Well,
but
I know, but I'm giving them a
They also
dub.
play
on
So
the
you're
Seahawks,
in with
that's tough.
Super Bowl contenders? Skip?
Heck, well, I like who they are. I just feel way better about them than I feel about Seattle, as we argued about the other
I agree
day.
with that.
It's a great home field advantage, too. If they go 14-3, you get number 1 seed.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
that's
but
important.
they're going to have to deal with that guy behind you.
That is,
you know.
they can deal with them at Indy is a lot
Well,
better than going to at Kansas City.
Yeah, Arrowhead's
say.
tough.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
playing in a cold against Josh
point.
Allen.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah, good point.
well, there's some hope in Indy. I'm excited. I love watching Indy. I'm rooting for them a small amount,
Small end.
as much as you can. And so now let's talk about a little drama. We love to talk
Yeah.
drama on the show. So Russell Wilson.